Shalom, it's Levi Shore. Welcome back to this week of Torah. Okay, we're doing Parsha Nitzavim, and we're heading into Rosh Hashanah, and the new year is going to be 5782. So what is this year going to bring? So Rosh Hashanah is this amazing time where we coronate Hashem as our king. We declare Hashem HaMelech, the king, and then we have a mitzvah blowing the shofar, and the shofar is kind of like the coronation of the king, and it's like a royal parade, and we're just declaring, Hashem is king of the world, Melech HaOlam. And also it's an amazing time because we start saying Avinu Malkeinu. So not only are we saying that Hashem is our king, but we're saying he's our father. He's our Avinu Shebashamayim. He's our father in heaven. And this is a year with such a great potential to reawaken our love for Hashem and reawaken our love for the whole Jewish people. So it seems kind of crazy, but this year has great potential. So it's a time, Rosh Hashanah is a time where it's a new year, and we want to see like who we want to be in the new year. If we want to be a kinder person, a more loving person, a more compassionate person, this is the time to change. Rosh Hashanah, we can get up, we can be a brand new person, and that's who we're going to be for the new year. So Elo, we took a time to think like, what do we do wrong? And in Rosh Hashanah, we're going over what mistakes we made, and the idea is to correct it, to become better people. So the whole idea of this judgment is to see how we can be better and to ask Hashem for more chayim, more life, more blessing, whatever we need. And going into 5782, we've been in this exile for 2021 years. We're about to go into 2022 years of exile, of this Gullus Edom. And it seems like the world is on the brink right now. We see this crazy extreme weather all the time. We see these massive hurricanes, tsunamis, massive forest fires around the world. We see rise in anti-Semitism all around the world. We see like politics, like they're just fighting. People are fighting over different political parties. The political parties are just at each other's throats. And there's no like working together, it doesn't seem. It seems like there's a lot of tension in families, and families are fighting. Families are breaking up, and it's horrible. And then in Eretz Yisrael, in the land of Israel, there's such great tension between Hamas and Israel, and the rockets flying back and forth, and Israel firing back, and Hezbollah up in Lebanon has launched also some rockets. And then you have Iran and Syria, and you have the Iranian army and the Syrian army, and they're right on Israel's northern border. And it's just like just potential of war all over the world. And then we see this COVID-19 and this pandemic, and it just hasn't seemed to go away yet. And it's like, when will we, get relief, from this, this health crisis, and when can we just fully feel comfortable with each other again? And when will it all be done? And we see rising tension between the U.S. and Russia and China and Iran and Saudi Arabia and Iran. And there's a tension between the Arab nations and Iran. There's just tension and potential for war all around the world. And we see that this is probably going to go into 5782. So why? Why is Hashem doing all this? What is the message? And it seems like one message is that Hashem wants us to wake up. And it's like an alarm clock going off, and Hashem is saying, time to get up. Time to wake up from your goals. Because some of us have been in these countries for so long, we just feel such a part of this country, and that's good. But we forgot who we were. We forgot like the mission of the Jewish people in some ways. And we forgot who we were. And then Hashem wants to wake us up to, it says in the last Brisa Masechta Sota, so Al mi yesh lehi sha'in, upon who shall we rely? Hashem is calling out, please pray to me, I want to help you. I want to be your God again, like in the old days, like, when we were in Egypt and Hashem sent miraculous, plagues on the Egyptians to free us. And Hashem's also saying, like, he wants us to see the miracles he's doing for us every day, the beautiful world that he creates for us every day, the life he gives us every day, and just to appreciate the world more, and to reawaken our love for Hashem and reawaken our love for each other. And the more we appreciate what Hashem is doing for us, and the more we appreciate like what others are doing for us, the fighting is going to lessen. And the more kindness we direct out to our family and friends, and the more compassion we have for our family and friends, the more compassion we're going to be judged with. And just we're going to start to ease some of this tension. So we see in Parsha Nitzavim, it says, "V'hayeki yavo alecha kol devarim ha'elech habracha v'haklala," and all these things we're talking about, we're getting very close to the end. This is the culmination. It says, when it will be that these things come upon you, the blessings and the curses and all these horrible like hurricanes and the war and the COVID-19 and the plague, all these things are the last arrows. We're almost done. The last few arrows in Hashem's quiver to wake us up. And why? To bring us back together again. That we need each other and we need Hashem. And it's to wake us up to come back. We're almost done. This could be it. This could be the year Teshuvah, the year we return. So it says, Asher nasati lefaneka. Hashem says, I put all these things before you, the blessings and the curses. Vahashevosa elavavecha. And you'll return them to your heart. You'll return them, like it's going to awaken our hearts again. B'chol hagoyim asher yidichaka. To all the nations that we are pushed out to, we were exiled to. Hashem Elokecha Shama. Like Hashem pushed us out. Hashem put it in this exile. We've been in this exile for 2021 years, but it's starting to return to our heart. These things are starting to soften our hearts back to the love of Hashem and love for each other. And then it says, V'shabta ad Hashem Elokecha. And then we're going to return. We're going to do teshuvah. We're going to return to our God. B'kolo b'ko asher anochi Nitzavcha hayom. And then we're going to hear the voice again. We're going to hear Hashem's voice, his call, that he's commanding us today to do his beautiful mitzvahs of the Torah. And the mitzvahs teach us to love each other and love Hashem. And we reawakened how special the mitzvahs are. Ata, you, uvanecha, and your children, b'chol levavcha, with all your heart, b'chol nafshecha, and all your soul. So then it says, let me see if I can go down here. So then it says, V'shav Hashem Elokecha es shavusecha. And then when our hearts reawaken, when our hearts start to open up again, and we do teshuvah, and we want Hashem back, and we want each other back, we want to reawaken that love of Hashem and the Jewish people, then Hashem's going to return our captivity, and it's going to return everything we lost. Like, for instance, we lost like the Aron HaKodesh, the Ark of the Covenant, the beautiful Kalim of the Beis HaMikdash, the temple, all these things that we've lost. We've lost, each family is promised by Hashem a portion in land of Israel. And we forgot all of these beautiful blessings that Hashem's promises, giving all of us fields. We don't have to run out to the supermarket anymore. We'll have plenty of fields of fruits and vegetables, and we'll have animals of our own to raise, and we'll have acres and acres of the beautiful land of Israel and all the blessings in the land of Israel. And Hashem wants to return all, and the great wealth that we came out of Egypt with, all the gold, the silver, the precious gems. So Varichameka, and then Hashem he'll have compassion on us. And then he's going to gather us back. So we saw in 1948 a process beginning. After the horrible destruction of World War II, we saw this beautiful process of millions of Jews returning from the world back to the land of Israel. And the process is almost done, but it's like going to be the final process. The Jews of America, North America, South America, Europe, Australia, Iran, the Jews in Persia, the Jews still in other places of the world that have to return. And he's going to gather us again from all the nations. Asher Hefetzicha Hashem Elokecha Shama. And he scattered us there, but Hashem wants to bring us back in this final Geula. So then it says, even if we were spread out to the ends of the heavens, Hashem will bring us back. And Hashem saying nothing will stop us. No nation, no power on earth will stop Hashem when it's time to bring us all back. And even, I guess, if someone's on the International Space Station or the ends of the earth, Hashem's bringing us back. And then, and he's going to take us back. He's going to pull us back to him. And then it says, Hashem's going to bring us back to the land, meaning the land of Israel. Asher Yarshu Avosaka, that he promised our fathers that they would inherit it and that we will inherit the Rishta, the Heitivcha. And he's going to make it good for us. He's going to give us blessing, the Hirbecha Me'avosaka. And he's going to make us more numerous than our fathers, meaning like through most of Jewish history, I think the Jewish people have been a maximum of only like 15 million people. And the Jewish people will expand well beyond that. I mean, we've been a nation for 4,000 years. I mean, I think China's only been around for 3,000 years, that they have over 1 billion people. And we have always been limited at the most to, I think, around 15 million people. And then Hashem says, he says, Umao Hashem Elokecha es levavcha. Hashem's going to circumcise our hearts. He's going to soften our hearts again. Ve'es levav zarecha, and the hearts of our children. Le'ahava es Hashem Elokecha, to love our God, Hashem our God, b'chol levacha, with all our hearts, b'chol nafshecha, l'man chayeka. With all our hearts and all our souls, in order that we may live, and we may live and reattach ourselves to the Eitz Chaim, the tree of life, which is the Torah, and experience, and you'll see the coming of Mashiach, who's going to lead us to Olam Haba, where the Chet of Adam Arishon, the sin of Adam, eating from the Eitz Das Tovara, the tree of knowledge of good and evil that brought death into the world, that will finally be eradicated. And we'll see the Chias HaMesim, the resurrection of the dead, leading us into this wondrous world of Olam Haba. When we see this world transform, and that's the goal. And hopefully this year, 5782, will be a year of teshuvah, where our hearts will start to open up again, and we'll start to miss, having Hashem in our lives. And we'll want Hashem as our God back, and we're going to miss each other, and we're going to start to reawaken the love for each other. So let it be a year of teshuvah and a year of reawakening the love for Hashem and the Jewish people. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back again soon on Sweet and Good Torah. Thank you.